Okay, everybody, this is vlog number 2. You can vlog. So, if you haven't been here before, please subscribe. Go check out my other social media. My handle on everything is Ucan Outdoors. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want to do. Comment, hit the bell, participate. You're gonna love it. Bye. Okay, so today's vlog is we're just gonna show you a little bit about what I do, especially when I'm in the city, to get some time in on some trails or in somewhat nature environment. So I'm staying right now at my youngest son in Dallas, and so what I do is I drive. It's probably 10 to 15 minutes, just depending on whatever traffic's going on, which is usually a lot, to get out to Rock Lake. And there are a lot of options, you know, some trails and lake, and so that's where I head right now. So this is cool. I don't know if you can see all the dragonflies. There's quite a few of them. You can see them, they're everywhere. So again, just little things like that you don't normally see. Get out into environments that promote this stuff. So this is the White Rock Lake, this area. They have a great little trail system. There's lots of people that bike out here. This is when I'm here, like visiting my son in Dallas, this is where I come every day. Hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm walking, jogging, doing my videos, getting some inspiration, working on my, whatever I got to around my self-care as much as I can. And so I'm gonna show you. Talk to you about it in the vlog a little bit today. So I'm gonna kind of get things moving a little bit. Boom, hope y'all enjoy. Bye. Again, this is a small little trail offshoot from the main little road here. And it's where I shoot a lot of my videos. I've already shot like 3. Just a little, you know, friendly reminders. But I've got a lot of things that I have to keep me in my head straight. And if you get out here and exert yourself is when you're gonna, and you get in this type of environment, something where you can get some isolation and experience, you know, trees and you know, water or whatever's around. And because what it's gonna do is as your body gets tired, you know, that's when, you know, and you're in some isolated areas, your mind's gonna really start firing. And I would suggest you do what I've done for years and do what I'm doing now. And that's turn the camera, your phone on you and just record how you're feeling. It ignites your creativity, your problem solve. It helps do all these things that you cannot do when you've constantly got noise of the world in your face. Talk about it over and over again. It's for myself more than it is, you know, other people. This is part of my exercise. And what I mean, my exercise of my mind, as well as my body, as well as my meditation. All of this can be done. You can design and train your mind in a way where you can get your physical activity. You can work on your meditation. You can do those things. That's what hiking and this kind of stuff is all about. All right, so here's a friendly reminder for you. And I said this on my TikTok live last night. Friendly reminder. If you're not willing to do it today, you're not willing to do it tomorrow. You've got to make movement now. Now, you've got to make the decision now. Write stuff down, plan anything around this to promote your own self-care. This is not selfish, this is to make you better. You've got to be doing things and doing things that mostly other people won't do. You can't require others to do things or expect that. If you're not willing to do that or more, don't settle for anything less than requiring more from yourself than anybody. Don't have any expectations of anyone else, right? So, just, everybody's always asked me how much I walk and how far, and so I actually do this more. I trail run, jog, more than I actually do anything else, especially when I'm in the city. When I come out, you know how far I'm going. I want to how far do you go when you walk? And so I used to gauge everything on distance. I used to, before I tore my meniscus up, about 3.5 months ago, I was out. I would be doing a minimum of jogging and running, trail running, 6 to 8 miles a day. And then when I tore my knee up, I had to relax for 6 weeks on that. And then trying to get back into it, the motivation was so hard because I was gauging everything on being able just to jump back out there and, you know, be able to go some good distances. You know, 6 weeks is a long time. And it wasn't working. It was too hard, and I was getting disappointed, and I was being hard on myself. So I had to recalibrate. And so now when I answer that question, it's all based upon time. So what I do around that is minimum of an hour and a half a day. That gets me through my meditation part of this, to doing the videos, to getting the exercise I want to get in. And if any one of those needs to go longer, a little bit longer than the other, I'll give myself 2 hours, but no more than 2 hours. Because I have to work. And because it's so challenging for me most of the time to have internet connection, because all my side hustles are online, and I have to be able to touch them, I have to work. But I do it, I schedule it, I'm disciplined with it. And when it wasn't working before, I switched it up and changed it. And that's what y'all need to be doing, so you can stay motivated or find something that works. You don't have to be hard on yourself. Go a little bit every day. Get up now. I was talking about earlier. You know, if you're not going to do it today, you're not going to do it tomorrow. So do it today. Start doing something. Moving toward that every single day. Keep adding on to it and stacking it up. The other reason I love an area like this is because of when you do get in around the outskirts of neighborhoods, things like that. All the houses and the architecture, it's just amazing. There's a lot of the old that are mixed in with what they've torn down and built new. But it's just cool and it's different. It's not the same cookie cutter thing you're gonna see. It's like going into suburban type neighborhoods a lot. It's like going into a forest where it's just lined with the same size planted tree with the same shape. And that's no fun. So you got to put yourself in those conditions that if you can't get in front of some forests and some trees and some lakes and things, put yourself in where you feel good, you know? And if you feel good, you know, in a museum, or if you feel good, you know, walking, I don't know, anywhere. If you like to walk stairs in really tall buildings and that's environment soothing to you, do that. Do those things. Self-care. Take care of yourself. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Okay? It matters what you think, how you feel. So one of the things I've really realized, and is I've spent so much time the last 3 years alone in remote areas that the last couple of times I've come in to see my sons, and how weak I am and weak-minded. You know, when I've come here and I've gotten to a place where, you know, all the sadness around me, everybody that's sad, and just the way people treat people, and all the people, the traffic and everything, it irritates me. And more than I want it to, because I'm going to have grandkids someday. I want to be better for it. I don't want to be distracted or grumpy, or showing you guys, you still got to go hard no matter where you're at with your self-care. And for me, I've got to put myself in those places. So I'm finding that, and it's working, and it's putting me, getting my head back right. So, bye. Okay, so the last thing I think I'm gonna put in this vlog, but I'm gonna take a nice little seat on this bench that was donated by Brian James McDaniel, Forever 26, and look over this beautiful lake at downtown Dallas. So look, part of what I do too, just like I don't measure so much distance, and when I come out here, you know, it's more on a time thing. I also don't manage really or measure my emotions. So most of the time I'm pretty even, go through my emotions. I feel good about things. I may be working out something in my head that I'm not feeling good about. and things like that. And then I may just be, you know, upset about something. Like earlier this week I was, about some news I found out about something, and I just cried. You know, didn't hold it back. Didn't let it sit in there and cause issues in other places, and did everything I could to work through that piece. And I really recommend that too. You've got to put yourself in a position where you feel safe. I do feel safe out here. There's hardly anybody around here. I'm not concerned about what anybody thinks. So I have it at times. At times, when I say a couple of times, I can remember. Somebody said, "Are you okay?" or whatever. If I'm walking by, they noticed I been a little emotional. And I love those people. It's really sweet people. But you've got to put yourself in those positions, and more often the better. That's why I promote this every day. That's why I go so hard on you guys. And that's why I try to show you and promote to you every single day that I'm doing this and working on that and self-care and the mental health. So you guys can maybe go, wow, I mean, he does, look at him. Here he is again. So, because it works. And I've been doing this for years, and I've trained my brain there's a lot of automatic responses to everything that I do around this kind of stuff. And you can do this, and you can get there, and you can have this unbelievable life. To take care of yourself, and you've got to do those things. You can't negotiate out of it. And you've got to stop being lazy. You've got to stop having excuses. You've got to stop letting yourself off the hook. It's on you. It's not because something happened at work or something happened with a family member. Now you're sad. Get your butt up and stay consistent with your self-care and process that stuff through the things you're doing to be healthier. The best way to process hurts and grief and disappointment and all that is to put yourself in the most favorable position to process it and get it dealt with and move on, or move to the next step of it to get you to moving on, whatever that may be. That's all part of this too. Let yourself feel. You do this first and always. Okay guys, bye. Okay, so there's the conclusion, I think, of vlog number 2. So y'all kind of just understand my process around trying to continuously stabilize my mental health and stretch myself to get better, and to not care what others think about anything that I'm doing or saying, because there's so many more that provide positive feedback than ever provide negative. And I'm so grateful for that. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Any questions, anything, let me know. I don't know when you'll see this, but I do lives on TikTok every Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and maybe pop on the weekend, and some on Instagram, and I'm a lot more active on YouTube. So please subscribe, hit the bell, comment. I love the interaction. We're here to make a difference, man, for each other. You guys inspire me to keep doing this and going harder than I would. Keep me in check. So, all right, guys. See you next time for vlog 3.